All right, two new movies in theaters this weekend. Michael Cook, our illustrious movie critic, don't throw any Rotten Tomatoes his way. He says whether or not these are worth watching. We have The Accountant 2 and The Ballad of Wallis Island. Am I saying it right? Wallis?
You are, yes.
All right, cool. You going to start with The Accountant?
Let's start with The Accountant Part 2. This stars, of course, Ben Affleck. It's a sequel to the 2016 film, which we actually reviewed here on this movie. As you might recall, in this movie, Ben Affleck is an accountant for various mob organizations. He helps them launder their money, but at the same time gives tips to the FBI to actually turn the bad guys in. Here we see him at the beginning of the film. He's living his life there. He's doing a speed dating thing. But let me say on the front end, as I describe this movie, this plot is very complicated, in fact, a little bit convoluted. So it's exactly kind of hard to explain. But basically, Ben Affleck tries to solve the murder of a former friend of his who worked for the federal government, who was murdered. It's not a giveaway, it's even in the trailer. So he brings his brother back, played by Jon Bernthal, who he hasn't really seen or talked to in 8 or 9 years, to help figure out who the killer is of the J.K. Simmons character. Cynthia Ady Robinson plays one of the heads of a financial treasury department. She tags along as they try to figure out this complicated weave of dealing with trafficking and assassins and laundering of money and all kind of things. Even though the plot is very complicated, believe it or not, this film still works for me because of because of Ben Affleck and Jon Bernthal. Jon Bernthal playing the brother just about steals every scene he's in. It's kind of the hyperactive assassin who's just loves to fight and have a good time. So the interplay between these two main characters, I think, makes it work, even though at times you're kind of lost and there's some things that are just stretching believability in terms of characters not knowing who they are or where they came from. But still, because of these two people, it works. So it helps if you have seen the first one. I think it makes for a richer movie-going experience. You could see this one without the original, but I do recommend the first one. So all in all, I give this movie a 7.5 out of 10. Still fresh, but again, the plot is a little bit confusing, but still a good time.
So how'd the speed dating thing turn out? Did he find a good
it's
match?
Ben Affleck. I mean,
did I notice a long line for him or something?
All things considered.
All right.
So let's talk about the Ballad of Wallis Island. This movie is the basic plot line is there you see a man, Tim Key. He lives on this almost isolated island. He actually won the lottery, so what he decided to do with his money is to bring the singers of his favorite folk duo back to his island to basically give him his own private concert, paying Tom Basden's character $500,000. Carey Mulligan plays the other half of the duo, but the thing about it is that Tom Basden didn't know she was coming. They had broken up both relationship-wise and musically 10 years prior, and so they're reunited on this isolated island. She comes with her husband and all these past emotions, professional and personal. But here, for me, the movie is really Tim Key, the gentleman in the red sweater. He is dealing with loss and loneliness that is revealed throughout the film. And his character is just sort of very socially awkward and nebbish, but yet becomes very endearing throughout the course of this film. Carey Mulligan, of course, is absolutely fantastic as the other half of the duo. This is just an absolutely lovely film. A lot of good humor in it. Again, the Tim Keith's character, his awkwardness makes it work. I highly recommend it. You can see it at theaters now. It's an 8.5 out of 10 for me.
An 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
It's a little bit better than The Accountant 2.
A little bit of The Accountant 2. So you have two different movies to see at theaters, just depending on what you're in the mood for this weekend.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Michael.
Thank you.
The Rants.